Okay, you guys, so this is part 2 to the charm school, okay? Because remember, this is spiritual school, okay? And charm school, I'll show you how it blends in with it. Y'all remember charm school back in the day with Monique hosting, okay? So this is the part 2 to it. So at first I was going to do a part 2, but something said, no, come back and do the part 2. I had stopped for a second, and something had said to come back and do the part 2. So, and it emphasized that yes, the divine masculine was demoted in the spiritual school, divine feminine, okay? The karmic, was she demoted? No. So if you think of why wasn't the karmic demoted, some smart ass, okay. Why didn't the karmic get demoted? You aren't smart ass, you really want to know. Why didn't the karmic get demoted? Why didn't the karmic get demoted? Because she's a karmic. What other demotion is she's going to get? She's already a karmic. How far of demotion do you want her to get? Divine feminine. Okay, moving on. Somebody said that. Somebody's like, well, karmic didn't get demoted, the divine masculine got demoted. No, that was, or it could have been the divine masculine. Remember, their energies now are intertwined, okay? So the divine masculine's like, what about the karmic? Karmic didn't get demoted. Okay, it could have been the divine feminine wants to know, but I think it's the divine masculine wants to really know why. Karmic is still in the same karmic situation. They're a karmic. This is generation of stuff. What are you talking about? But anyway, so now that's what's going on. So divine masculine was demoted. This is school, right? So school never ends. Y'all remember how long school is? Okay, you got preschool, kindergarten, first grade, then it went all the way to 8th grade, then 8th grade all the way to 12th grade, then you got college. Y'all know how long school is. You're in school, school's in session. Okay, so this is a part 2 of it, okay? Go check out my part 1 if you guys haven't did it, because it goes together. Okay, so I want you guys to check that out first and then come back to this video if you guys haven't seen it already. So pretty much what I was getting at in this particular thing was that remember, we're at the finale when they were all questioning Shay. Okay, now we are not talking about Shay in particular. We are not talking about the other individuals who were there. We are talking about the scenario, not the character. We're talking about their character in this particular scenario, but we're not talking about them as a person. So don't be on my comment saying, but in real life or in another show, this person did this. We're not talking about what they did in another show, what they do in their personal life, what they do in their business. We're talking about just a scenario in a TV scene. That's it. Not personal. Divine feminine's there, divine masculine's there, karmic's there, source is there. Source is always watching. Source can be there in presence or behind the scenes watching. Source is always there. Y'all know the host is always there watching that behind the scenes. Come on. Y'all know Andy in the reunion, but he watching. They always know what's going on. Okay, then they have people watching too in the backgrounds too, on the low. So, which is probably another divine feminine, chosen ones. You know, they have, everybody has their assignments, right? Everybody has their assignments. We're in spiritual school now. Okay, so, and that's where you just came from, divine feminine. So if you're wondering why you went through all this stuff or why it happened the way it happened, I'm giving you kind of the scenario of how it went down. So the divine feminine, we're going to use the divine feminine. We're going to say Shay, okay? Divine feminine, only because during that specific scenario, the divine feminine was paired up with the divine masculine. The divine feminine went to source. Right, let's just say the host, okay, we can call it that, just so that you guys can get an idea, right? The source, to clear the conscious, because they knew that the situation was a karmic, that they were dealing with a karmic individual. So they went to source and said, hey, yes, I've done the mistakes in my life. Yes, I made the mistakes. They cleansed themselves through tears as they were connecting to the universe. Connecting to source, and source said, okay, that was a lesson within itself. Okay, that's a lesson. Now, I ain't going to tell you what I'm going to do next. I ain't going to tell you what judgment I'm going to say, because, listen, everything's a lesson, okay? But I'll see you later, and I'll let you know when the decision is made. So, cleansing tears is cleansed, though, okay? You cleanse the tears, you connect it to source. Now, source, that's why you're like, what steps? Divine Feminine is trying to figure out what steps she makes. It's wait, Divine Feminine, wait. Okay, because remember, this is graduation. In graduation, there's a waiting period where you have to wait for your cap and gown. You got to wait for your diploma. You got to wait until you walk the stage. You got to wait, right? You don't just you don't just hop on stage. There's process and steps between stuff, right? So they all question this one person. Y'all watch the Charm School finale. They all question this one person. Did y'all see how Monique was in the back and didn't say nothing? She just looked. Just looked and just watched. Didn't say nothing. Didn't intervene. Did not intervene. Just watched. Shay, the Divine Feminine at any time, I'm going to say Shay, the Divine Feminine at the time in the scenario, you guys, just using the names, you guys can decipher between the one and the other three people who were, and I'm not even saying their names because it's not about the people, again, right, the scenario. So, they all going after Divine Feminine. Boom, boom, boom. Question, black magic here, conflict spells, confusion, look, gang stalking, all that stuff. At Divine Feminine is trying to answer questions. Okay, stay focused. We gotta do this. This is good. This is assignment. I know this is my assignment. I know I gotta push through this assignment. Let me push through this. Okay, I'm doing my thing. Okay, I'm gonna push through this. No, I'm gonna keep going. Divine Feminine is like, ain't nothing gonna stop me. I know what they doing now. Divine Feminine caught on. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. I see what's going on. Hit me that way. Okay, the black magic. Okay, the conflict. Okay, they're trying to give me low vibration, trying to give me negative energy coming from different ways. Okay. People don't even know for real. Okay, it's getting different ways coming at Divine Feminine. She's like, stay focused. I'm on my journey. Okay, stay focused. Okay, I got this. Whatever's coming at me, I got it. I'm on guard. I'm going to answer the questions I got to answer. I'm going to the next chapter. I don't care what, ain't nothing going to stop me. Divine Feminine, ain't nothing going to stop me. She's like a soldier in battle. You see me watching, she a soldier in battle. Divine Feminine is like what? And what, with her armor on. Boom, 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 boom. Source is just watching. Not saying nothing. Matter of fact, at a minute, y'all was like, where is Monique? Why Monique just letting them do that? Why Monique got interview? Why Monique just let all of them ask her that one? Monique didn't say nothing. Right? Because Source is sitting back, observing. Don't think your creator is not sitting observing. Okay, they did this to my Divine Feminine. Okay. And they did what? Okay. Watching each last one of them as you can see the energy of Monique actually in the thing, and energy actually changed too. You can see the energy of Monique in there because Monique, and this is her as an individual. Now we're talking about Monique, not only this particular incident. You can feel Monique like they really keep at it. You can see it in her eyes and her face. So they start to get, oh, your creator was like, what? And the creator is very patient. But when you keep messing with the Divine Feminine, right, when you keep ganging up on the Divine Feminine is just trying to go to the next level, the next chapter, the next journey in her life and her purpose. That's all Divine Feminine was trying to do at the time, but everybody was just trying to gang for no reason. And yes, they probably had some underlying reason in their minds, but in this scenario, Divine Feminine already cleared the conscience with Source. Therefore, whatever judgment Source made on Divine Feminine which clearly was to keep going divine feminine because she was going to the next assignment. To keep going, listen, you got to keep going. You cleared your conscience. The tears are cleansing. Okay. Now get yourself together because you got to keep going. You'll be on the next one. Okay? So that's the energy I'm getting. And that kind of helped divine feminine stay focused when everything was coming at divine feminine. Remember, it's just the scenario, not the people. I know I'm going to have some people be like, but the last episode, you don't understand what happened. I'm not talking about no episode, but the finale, because divine feminine, if you in college, you don't think about what happened. You don't think about 8th grade assignments, do you? If they coincide, sometimes you go back and you're like, okay, that goes there, this goes. Other than that, divine feminine. You ain't in 8th grade no more, okay? We higher. Please do not go back and say, last episode, she had already, once she cleared her conscience with source, that's it. Don't tell me about no last episode, no last lifetime. That's another lifetime. Now don't talk to me about that. Don't talk to me about that. What are you talking about? We on a whole new chapter now. So, and on different books. So what did you read on my pages for? Like, for real, karmic. Like, what did you... Don't flip through my pages, but go through your book and straighten out your words, your sentences, and straighten out what you got going on in your book and fix your chapters, because they all over the place and I didn't even have to read it to know that they ain't even in the book. Your pages is everywhere. You ain't even got it in the book. At least Divine Feminine got a nice cover for her. She got a nice, you gotta open it up nice and you get the book, and yes, it's in Divine Feminine book, there's some pages it's been some hurt. There's some holes in them pages. There's some burn marks from people, the things people done. But Divine Feminine says she kept her shit together. And she gonna keep her shit together. Now, moving on. So, when they're going to the graduation, right? No. You, Divine Feminine, baby, why are you rushing for your Divine Masculine? Divine Feminine right now is rushing for that Divine Masculine. She just want to get to the end. Let me get to the end. Let me just get that man's. Yep. Let me get that man's. Divine Feminine. Go sit down because class ain't over yet, girl. You can't graduate before it's the time to graduate. They ain't even put the stage together yet, Divine Feminine. God damn. Divine Feminine. Okay, patience. Patience, because you pretty much there, but geez, I know it's exciting. I know you're rushing. I know it's something you want, and it's about damn time, because woo, them times you don't want to get up to go to class. Sometimes you didn't want to shit, what? And you got homework. I get it. It's a spiritual school. There are some times you did not want to deal with the shit. You want to deal with karma. You want to deal with the masculine. You want to deal with nothing. Matter of fact, you didn't want to watch tarot some days. She was like, man, y'all don't even watch this shit. I already know it's going to be some shit. I already know. And it's already enough shit. So some days, I get it. I know. This is spiritual school. I know. Keep going, Divine Feminine, okay? So, but you to the end. Look, Divine Feminine, I felt that energy, Divine Feminine. You was... Divine Feminine, okay? You almost, yes, just go get some wine. Go take a bubble bath, Divine Feminine. You know, you been thinking about that bubble bath. You've been thinking about some wine. You've been thinking about relaxing. A nice spa, just a relaxing day. Hell, some ice cream and a fucking smoothie. Just sit down and relax. You've been thinking about it. Go do that. Just go meditate. You've been thinking about meditating. You've been thinking about take a deep breath. Just whew, for a little bit. Okay, because you're almost there. So you just got to keep them emotions intact, Divine Feminine. Keep them emotions intact. So, we're back at charm school. Let's go back there, right? Because remember, it all comes together, you guys. This is school, okay? So we're back at charm school. They just, boom, they came all different ways asking questions, right? Because remember, they had a choice to ask questions to each other. They all chose to go against the Divine Feminine, one person. It took, wait, how many people go against one person? And really, there was 3 people in charm school. No, baby, Divine Feminine was going against damn near an army. And if you think Source did not see that, Source saw all of it. Every single last, everything. Every motive somebody had, every intent, every ill will, every negative thought, every negative, everything. The Source seen it, felt it, saw it, everything was there, right with you. Yes, maybe sometimes it didn't feel like it because you was like, "Ooh, this is coming this way, this is coming this way, this is coming this way." Really? Are they really doing this? Like, how is this happening right now? That's how Divine Feminine was feeling certain times during this journey. Okay, I get it. More so now, Divine Feminine is a little bit more confident. Now, let me tell you what happens next in the scenario, right? Then Source, look, then Divine Feminine is about to give up, right? We are not talking about the person, but we watched that energy go down the stairs, right? We watched that energy of, I've tried to push through as much as I could, and damn, they still, how the fuck they still get the Divine Masculine? I pushed through, I kept working, I kept taking care of my kids, I kept taking care of my business, I kept pushing through no matter the obstacles, the challenges, the things that came into my way, I kept going, and with my head held high, even though it felt like nobody was there for me, nobody was around me, I kept being strong with my armor on and trying to stay focused, and I still didn't get, in the end, I didn't get the Divine Masculine, but in the end, you tripping about, okay, you wanted the Divine Masculine, but you was like, in the end, they still felt like they won. That's the problem you had. The end, you felt like the karmic still feels like she won. The Divine Masculine still feels like he won. The karmic friends and the karmic family still feels like they won against the situation. Okay, remember, we're not talking about the characters on Charm School. We're talking about the scenario. So everybody who was going against the Divine Feminine felt like they won. Okay, they won in the situation. Divine Feminine felt like that's how they felt because Divine Feminine can feel energy. So with that being said, Divine Feminine felt that they feel like they beat me. They felt like they better than me, and they beat me. I don't care. Divine Feminine knows that she's much greater than that. Divine Feminine knows that, man, I killed that. Shit. If any one of them tried to be in my shoes and take that like I took that, they couldn't take it like a G, like I took that. So they couldn't even be who I am. They couldn't even be who I need to be at that time because I need to be that. They couldn't. Okay? And that's how the Divine Feminine is thinking. So she feels that they felt like they won. And that's what is like kind of, Divine Feminine, I don't sit well with her. Divine Feminine is like, no, and that don't seem right to me. Okay? Yeah. And the Divine Feminine can even feel the smirk on their faces. Divine Feminine can feel that energy. So even though she knew she conquered them missions, them chapters in life, them obstacles like a straight G, nobody can do it like Divine Feminine can do it. She also knows that in their mind they feel like they won. Now that would hurt Divine Feminine. That was like, got in Divine Feminine skin. So Divine Feminine went down. The energy went down, right? The energy went down to the stairs with all the stuff. Like, okay, I got the baggage. I got my shit. I'm moving on to the next phase in my life. Not because you don't go out of spiritual school. See, y'all, this is just a scenario. You're still in spiritual school. Don't think you're out. You got kicked out of spiritual school. No. But just a defeat feeling. Okay, just the energy you feel, defeat. Then Source comes. And when Source comes, the vibration just instantly changes because when you're dealing with the universe and Source, you know instantly your vibration is changing off top. Off the rip. Yes, you still hurt. Yes, there's still pain, but you know your vibration's a little bit, okay, I can do this. Source kind of revealed that, what? I can do, wait, so Source was with me? And Source seen what I did? Source seen that I did what? Wait, Source, did you see what I did? Creator, my creator, did you see how I did that? Like, whoop, and now you like, I did that, boom, boom, bap. And I mean, you know what? And yeah, I shed tears, but you know, I went through that. You talking with your creator. You're talking with your creator. Remember, y'all, this is a scenario. It goes deeper than this. The people who know I'm going deeper than this, you know it if you know it. You get what I'm saying? So you're talking to your creator. I went through this. This happened to me. I was pure. I had good intent. I was trying to focus. I was just trying to get on track, get on the path I was supposed to get on. All this stuff happened, all these obstacles, all these unnecessary stuff came in my way. Time after time after time, day after day after day, it just boom. And you can feel Source's presence as you're just venting. You probably even started tears flowing, cleansing yourself. Okay, you just start cleansing. Because you was like, this happened. That was tears of cleansing. Those weren't tears of sorrow. I'm just letting you know. That's why after you finished cleansing, you didn't feel sad. You felt actually, you felt that. That was cleansing tears, okay? Because you just connected with Source, and you and Source had a little conversation, okay? And that was needed, okay? A conversation that was needed. You needed to come humbly, right? Because, yeah, you was definitely humble. Because even though you made it through all this stuff, you still was humble, divine, feminine. On the inside, you was humble. I don't care what you had said. You could have said, man, if I see that karmic, if I see that divine mask, then I'm going to do. It don't matter. You're still humble on the inside. I don't care what you say. Your heart was still pure. Period. Source knows your heart and your intent. That's the thing. So, guess what happens then? Source said, oh, you think you defeated? Wait, so you think it's over? Right. Oh. You think this is the end? Divine feminine? Is that what you thinking? Is that what you learned all this time you've been in spiritual school? No, divine feminine. Come on. I got something else for you, divine feminine. This ain't it. So now, in the end, now we're going straight to the end, y'all, and then we're going to talk about graduation, because graduation time, you do have a new divine master, but again, before you go to college, you know there's steps you need to take before you graduate. When you graduate, there's steps you need to take before you go to college, right? And then before you go to college, you know you should have been put your application in, and some people didn't. They behind on the application. Divine feminine, what application that you need to put in that you're behind on? What application do you need to put in that you're behind on? I can name like 2 that I'm supposed to put in that I'm behind on. What application were you supposed to put in months ago that you didn't put in, that it's time to put in that application for whatever? Now, I'm not just talking about job application. This could be job application. This could be for an apartment application. This could be for, what are the applications, you guys? I said work. This could be, somebody's applying for a loan, a house, a car. This could be any form of paperwork that they're signing for some type of transaction that they're supposed to be applying for that they're not doing. And they're supposed to do it months ago. It was on their mind heavily months ago. They're supposed to do it. They know they're supposed to do it. It's been in stagnation. I don't know who that was for. I don't know what that was about. Okay, but y'all need to, it's this graduation, so there's steps and stuff in between that, and still stuff that needs to be done that wasn't done that still needs to be completed if you plan on going, if you really want to have, because you're going to go to the next step regardless, right? Because when graduation is over, you go to the next step regardless. But if you're going to have an easy transition to whatever your next chapter is, you feel me? So whatever your next chapter is in life, in this journey, the spiritual journey, the spiritual school. Okay, so now let's go to the end, because I know y'all like, dang, this is taking forever to explain it, but I really want you guys to see the scenario of it, because I want you guys to feel that this is a scenario, but also the emotions you guys went through, because this was a journey that you guys went through within. This is an inner journey you guys went through. Even though there's outside influence, outside people who affected your journey, this was the inner journey you went through, Divine Feminine, okay? Now, as you're in school, Source comes to you after you felt defeated. You already came to Source. You already said the mishaps and everything. Source said keep going. You kept going, and at some point of time in your journey, you felt defeated, Divine Feminine. Okay? And when you felt defeated, Source then came and snatched you and said, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. You think I'm gonna let Divine Feminine go down like that? You think I'm gonna let you go out like that, feeling any type of sense of defeat? Divine Feminine, you're past this already. But I'm just saying this is how you feel, how I once felt when, in this journey. And the reason why you don't feel that is because Source has snatched you up. All of a sudden you're like, how did my vibration change? All of a sudden you're like, how was things revealed to me? All of a sudden you're like, how was I able to do some of the things that I was able to do and accomplish some of the things I've accomplished, going through all the things I was going through? And that's because Source had snatched you up and gave you some of vibration, the sun gave you some of the energy and was like, here, boom, you need this, baby. You're getting dull. You're getting dull. I'm sorry. You're going through some shit and you're letting your light dim because others are coming at you, and I get it. But here is some light so you can keep going, because this ain't it, Divine Feminine. Because I seen you. I seen you, Divine Feminine. I seen you. That's what the universe wants you to know. Okay, this song. Oh, you thought I didn't see? Okay. You always feel like you being watched, right? That's because tap in with me. Tap in with the universe. The universe is saying tap in with the universe. Tap in with the universe. You know you're being watched for a reason. That's the universe. The universe is always with you. What are you talking about? The universe is someone. You think your creator left you? Your creator will not leave you. Your creator knows what's going on. Your source knows what's going on. They are well aware. And when you need some more light, some more vibration, Source says, come on to me. Come on to Source. Go get some of that good old energy. Go re-up. Let's say I fucked my money up and then I had to re-up. Even if, Divine Feminine, I don't care how much money you got, you better go re-up, go manifest up. Go manifest up. Go manifest up, Divine Feminine. Go to Source. Go to Source. So you can get that manifestation going, okay? Connect with Source, okay? So then, okay, back to Charm School, you guys. We're in Charm School. Remember, this is not it. So then, guess who gets to choose the fate of everybody else? The energy. Remember talking about that energy that went to Source? That same energy got to choose the fate of the other people who put her through all that turmoil. And I know you guys are saying, well, the other 3 episodes on Flavor of Love, this is a scenario, you guys. It's just this specific scenario. Okay, I get specific downloads, specific scenarios, and then I'm like, why am I watching this? And then I get the understanding of why. I let you guys know what I get from that, okay? So, pretty much, it's not shy. Okay, we discussed this. It's the scenario of what happened when that energy connected to Source, and then that same energy that connected to Source then had to choose the fate of the other people that was going against that energy that connected to Source. Do you get what I'm saying? Okay, so at the end, y'all saw, and we just gonna say Shay's name just so y'all can keep up with the dialogue of the show, so you guys can be able to connect it mentally, okay? Because people connect things different ways to get understanding. You feel me? So, that energy at that time right, had to say the fate of the others. They had to say the fate of the other people. So they had to come in front of that energy and say, the reason I feel like I just, shocked. Like, I did all this to who? I did all this shit to who? Divine Feminine is just like, you didn't know I was connected to Source. There's the sun right there, which is always with Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine, go look at your window and see where the source is. I see where the sun's at. You look, the sun's always with you, Divine Feminine. The sun was with you, and you just look at who, me? You didn't know who I was. You didn't know I was connected to my creator. Yes. And the reason why Source, the reason why Divine Feminine, you see I have Source and Divine Feminine, so they definitely are connected, you guys, in a way. So Divine Feminine, you know you're connected with Source. You know you're connected with Source. You know it, baby. You at this point in your life, we're here now. Divine Feminine, this is the present. You know you're connected to Source. You know you're connected to your creator. And there is some Divine Feminine sense, like, I'm on the verge because I'm used to tradition. Okay. We'll talk about the graduation real quick, about tradition really quick. With tradition, look at the people who taught you the things that you're supposed to know. What kind of person were they? What kind of individual were they? What kind of decisions did they make? Think about it. Did those traditional things help you or hinder you? Did those traditional things help your family in the end, or did they hinder your family? Now then, wonder if those traditional things are the best things for you or not, okay? Reflect. That's something you have to reflect on with your ancestors. You have to reflect on that with your Source, on whether or not you should keep traditions and beliefs of old ways instead of go to new ways that are more beneficial and keep you in higher frequencies and keep you in higher vibrations, okay? Can we go back to the charm school, please? So with the charm school, they went ahead and the Divine Feminine gets to choose the fate. Humble are they now? Humble are they now? All of them. Every last person who's ever done something against the Divine Feminine, humble are they now? Standing in front of Divine Feminine, as humble as they ever, and really disgrace on their energy field because they know they wrong Divine Feminine. So how can they ever step to Divine Feminine's presence? How can they ever be close to Divine Feminine after they know the things that they have done with the intent to destroy Divine Feminine physically through spiritual means and spiritually? You get what I'm saying? They went that far and into depth to destroy every ounce they could and drain every drop they could of the Divine Feminine's energy till there was nothing left, is what they tried to do to Divine Feminine. They failed that because Divine Feminine is connected with Source. Nothing else matters. Divine Feminine is connected with Source. Nothing else matters. Divine Feminine is connected with Source. Nothing else matters. Divine Feminine is connected to Source because nothing else matters, because everything else will come through manifestation because she is connected to Source. Do you guys get what I'm saying? So look at the scenario. Don't look at the people. Just go to the scenario, you guys, and really kind of get an understanding of what I am saying, okay? Please don't be in my comments talking about, oh, well, this, I don't. Just listen to what I said and see if it resonates with you, okay? Thank you so much.